Doing a separator test, number one. I soaked that piece of Celgard in that jar, which is containing acetone, for 48 hours. It sort of went transparent. As soon as I pulled it out into the air, it went back to white. And when I washed it, parts of the white stuff washed off, and you could actually see my glove through the Celgard quite clear. It could be looking promising. I haven't charged it. It's been sitting around that cell. It's the same cell with the zinc bromide and sodium sulfate electrolyte. I've just topped it up with some electrolyte just then. May need some more because that jar dried out. But we have a 0.2 voltage through the Celgard now, which is quite interesting. So I'll set up a charge and I'll get back. We're at 2 volts on that, delivering 240 milliamps. We're about 247 and 2 volts, so the Celgard may be actually working. May have solved the issue. We'll see on the discharge, so I'll charge that up for a while. I'll come back a bit later, probably about half hour, and disconnect the charge and see if the voltage is past 1 volt. That will tell us for sure if it's worth continuing the charge on the cell. If that works, that's quite promising, because soaking some Celgard in acetone may open up the pauses a bit, or wipe out that whatever the coating is on that Celgard, because I did see some white stuff coming off. That's the tracing paper separator from the last test. Has that brown stuff, which is probably bromine converted there. Oh, the voltage, oh no, milliamps is increasing slightly. Minutes, or 41 minutes, nearly 42. I'll just disconnect the power supply. Okay, we're holding voltage, that's good. Alright, I'll connect it back up. Alright, so I'll keep charging. I think acetone did something to the Celgard. The cell's been uncharged for 2 hours and 34 minutes, around 2 volts. We're down to 161 milliamps. The charge curve's a bit spiky. That's where I disconnected the charge to see the voltage. So I'll swap ends around, take it off charge, and get back. We're holding 1.7 volts. It does drop a bit still. Starting a 50 milliamp test now. Okay, we're slightly down on our voltage from what we were on the paper, but we're improved from the last run with Celgard. So maybe, not sure, if we get 1 hour and 27 minutes of runtime at 50 milliamps, we might be okay. I'm not sure if it's damaged the Celgard or not. Alright, I'll leave it and see what we get. Okay, so we're right down now. It's only been 31 minutes at 50 milliamps, so I'm not sure if the cell's broken or the membrane's no good. So it's definitely down. It could be dirty contacts too, maybe. They're getting a bit rusty. But one thing that's different is that the voltage is slightly higher through this Celgard than the original untreated Celgard. So if it's a wetting agent, not sure. Is it damaging it? Could be. It's left open, I guess. I can't really tell. Well, I hope you like that video. I'll try again with something else sometime. So thanks for watching. Hey, I thought I'd just try something before I pack away the cell. I'm doing a 4-volt charge, doing 700 milliamps through it. I'm only going to do it like for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to set the load to 100 milliamps. 3 minutes. It's now drawing 1.4 amps. Voltage is dropping a bit. Wow, we're flickering there. Doesn't like it. Odd. Okay, we're back. I've disconnected the charge. I've got the monitor still on. We're at 1.8 volts now and increasing. The charge is disconnected. There's a charge lead there. And starting 100 milliamp load. Oops, turned the wrong thing off. I'll keep monitoring on so we can just watch our voltage. So it's strange, it's holding its 1.8. That's starting to drop now, so we'll start our load. 100 milliamps. It's doing 100 milliamps. 1.5 volts. Dropping quite fast. Be funny if it actually runs longer than it did before on a 2.5 hour charge. I doubt it. So the separator being soaked in acetone, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I'll leave this running, see how it goes. I thought it would actually drop off right quickly. Okay, so it did 100 milliamps for 7 minutes. Not too bad. Let's see the recovery on the cell. I might do another one and set the load to 200 milliamps. So I'll charge it up again for 5 minutes and 200 milliamps. Okay, I pushed it a bit today, just then. It was 10 minutes on charge. I limited the power supply to 1 amp here, or it was 1 point something. And we're at 1.8 volts, starting 200 milliamp test on a 10-minute charge. Oh yes, oh, she dropped in voltage at 200 milliamps. Back to 100 milliamps and see if we get a voltage increase. Okay, we're at 100. Yeah, we shot back up to 1.4. And I'll leave it there and see what time we get, and then that will be it for the cell. I'll make a new cell with some binder this time, because at the bottom there you can see the black stuff. Some of the carbon came out where I was storing it in that liquid to keep it wet. So we probably no longer have our gram on each side. Okay, cell ran for 8 minutes but dropped off in voltage somewhere around there and lowering in milliamps. So we'll just stop it, check the recovery for a bit. Somewhat building up. Cell smells a bit. So pretty sure the acetone did something to that Celgard. Is it good or is it bad? Not sure. Definitely ran longer with the tracing paper as a separator, so maybe still restrictive. But at least it's getting some voltage through the Celgard now and some milliamps. Where when I first tried it, there was nothing going on. Alright, so this is the end of the video now. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Leave your comments about the Celgard. And I'm not sure if I want to use the Celgard still though.